Sterling Holmes of Fansided, joined now by former Boise State stud running back and NFL prospect Ashton Jeanty. Ashton, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Appreciate you having me on.
Thanks for being on here. I know you're a member of the SAXX Gamechangers, a group that also includes Maxx Crosby and Aaron Gordon. Can you talk about this great partnership that you guys have with SAXX?
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Sax for sure, but Sax has been changing the game, with underwear, and I've been changing the game on the football field. So is Max, and then and going on the basketball court. So just being able to come together, collab in this series has been great. So Maxx Crosby being one of the ambassadors, he selected me on the NIL side, while I was at Boise State. Um, so it's been great so far, and the underwear is comfortable. That ballpark pouch, it's been getting me right. So it's been dope. Yeah.
Hey, protecting the balls like you do, huh? Make
Yes,
sure
sir.
it ain't no fumbles. Is it going to be weird if Maxx Crosby tackles you in the NFL now? Like he picks you for the NIL, you're working together off the field, and all of a sudden he's like, "Yeah, I got to bring you down."
Yeah, I mean, it might be a little weird, but it might be like a funny talking point during the game. If we don't end up on the same team.
I know, man. You've been mocked a lot to the Raiders recently. Do you ever pay attention to mock drafts, or do you try and block that out?
I mean, I look at them just for fun. I mean, I think it's all just cool. I mean, regardless, wherever I look or go, it's something about the NFL draft. So you can't really escape it. But obviously, I know that like those don't really mean anything. It's whatever
Yeah.
happens that day.
Well, what's crazy is you even have Barry Sanders now talking about you on Twitter. I mean, Barry Sanders is talking about you're the gold standard. I mean, how badass is that one of the greatest running backs of all time is talking about you?
I mean, is the best thing in the world, man, for a running back. But Barry's he's just a great guy. So I've gotten to meet with him a few times and just get to know him more personally. But I mean, he knows ball, man. He knows what a real running back look like, man.
I just think it's awesome that Barry Sanders is talking about you. I know you talk about mock drafts a little bit, how you keep an eye on it, but I know like the NFL Combine and the NFL.com, they have you comped as LaDainian Tomlinson, one of again the most explosive backs of all time. Do you like the comp right there of LT?
I mean, honestly, I love that comp. Honestly, it's funny because like a lot of my family members, like especially my uncle, that was like one of his favorite running backs. Growing up, he always compares me to him. But it's great being compared to like Hall of Fame caliber, players. But also, I see it because of the running styles, and then being versatile, catching the ball. So I've got a lot of different, but I think that's a great one as well.
Yeah. Do you have a certain team or maybe even a scheme that you think fits you the best?
Um, I wouldn't say any certain team per se. But I think the best scheme that would fit me is, I mean, obviously, running that pill, but also, one that's gonna use me in the passing game and, get me out in space, catching the ball, but also, running routes, choice routes, line me up, run some slants, all types of stuff, just really using my versatility fully.
Yeah, I will say I'm here in KC. I'm a little bummed you had too good of a season. You should have tried to tank a little bit, fall into 31. Wouldn't have been too bad. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe just fake a little toe injury or something.
Yeah, you got turf toe. You got turf.
Piggy toe about to fall off.
I wouldn't draft him before 30. 31, though, that's the spot right there. Oh, man. Speaking of college, Boise State, the blue field. You love it, hate it. It's okay now. It's a safe space. You can say what you want now.
I mean, I love it for sure. I mean, that's really why I committed there. I mean, even if I didn't like it, I wouldn't say it, man, because all the Boise State fans, they gonna be on my head. But yeah, I think it's just special. Like it's just different. And even it's crazy. Like sometimes to watch film, like it's just weird watching it on a blue field, and especially like when we wear the all orange jersey, like that throws me off sometimes watching film. But I mean, it's just special. It's nothing like it, man.
Well, in your season this year was just absurd. First off, the amount of carries you handled, the amount of touches you handled, you were the direct correlation of Boise State making it to the college football playoffs. One, what was it like having the season you did, coupled with the success that Boise State had, culminating in, again, the 3 seed in the first ever college football playoffs that's been expanded like this? That was incredible.
I mean, the season, the way it happened, couldn't have went any better than it did. Obviously, would have wanted to make it all the way, but it's hard. But um, yeah, I mean, for us to have so much success as a team, and then you look at guys like me and other guys on the team who had great personal success. I mean, it's just awesome to see it all come together because in a lot of cases, there's some guys who have real extraordinary seasons, but they just not winning football games. So it kind of feels like that season's gone to waste. So for it to end the way it did, and us to accomplish the things we did, I mean, it just went together perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Mizzou alum. What I would give for Missouri to make it to the college football playoff sometime, making it there is again a huge testament to what you did. We were down there Radio Row this year for the Super Bowl, and all these guys, almost every single running back, just applauds and lauds what Saquon Barkley did to almost swing the market share back to running backs matter. To running backs are now becoming another focal point of the NFL offense. How do you feel about Saquon Barkley and what he did? Do you think that affects you at all as you enter this upcoming NFL draft?
Yeah, I think it definitely boosted where I might get drafted with the season that he had, but especially them going all the way and winning, the biggest game. So I think that definitely boosted things for the market. Obviously, him getting a new contract reconstruction. I mean, I feel like it just it changed a lot, but there's also other guys who did great things as well, even on the college and NFL level that have kind of behind him and stuff, just making the position valued where it should be.
Yeah. Do you hate the tush push as a running back? I know you don't run it obviously in college, but I always find if I'm a running back, no, just turn around, hand me the ball. Don't give Jalen Hurts the touchdown. You don't give Josh Allen that.
I mean, a selfish part of me wants to say, yeah, like obviously you want to get the ball in the red zone on the goal line, but I mean the tush push is undefeated, so I'm be like, hey man, let's call it, man. It's a certified touchdown, certified first down. You can't beat that.
Yeah, when the refs are threatening to say, "Hey, we're just gonna give him a touchdown if you have another penalty," it's a certified touchdown. That's exactly what it is.
Exactly.
I want to talk a little about you growing up. You were playing football overseas in high school. What was that experience like? Is the game different? I know you eventually came back over, but what was that experience like?
Yeah, so I mean it was cool, man. I mean, I was still playing against some American kids, so basically they got schools in France, schools in Germany, school in Belgium, like all like the overseas bases, and the American kids just go to school on base. Same rules for sure, but nah, it was a great experience just because like to have an away game. You think about like here in the States, you just going maybe the next city over the most, or you going down the street to the other high school in your city. But an away game is really an away game. Like you're traveling to a different country to play a football game. So that was just special seeing different coaches, but also playing the game you love. Now I will say the competition, wasn't the best. Wasn't like out here in the U.S., but it was still fun. For the time being.
Yeah, I saw the numbers you put up. I'm like, my goodness, this is ridiculous. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm like same rules, longer quarters. What's going on here? But man, oh man, do you ever have a favorite moment or a game that stands out to you in your mind?
Um, I think I mean, it's too many, but I would say favorite play for sure versus Washington State. I broke like 6, 7 touchdowns. Probably like my most popular run.
Yeah.
Um, and then I mean, I think just I'm gonna say Georgia Southern just because I went so crazy. six tubs, 270. That's just like that's video game numbers, you know. So it's just special.
That's just insane, man. It's just that's Derrick Henry in high school numbers. It's just it's absurd. How do you prepare for the draft and the I know you didn't do the combine, but still some of the questions that you get asked, especially by teams, how do you prepare for that? And have you been asked any just absurd questions? Because I know sometimes they try and almost play with your mind. Some of these teams try to really get in there.
Yeah. I think there's certain things, you just want to answer it the right way. But just being able to talk about yourself, right? And obviously you don't want to lie to these teams because a lot of the stuff they they already know. But yeah, just being able to talk about yourself comfortably, the way you grew up, your family, all that type, stuff. But I will say I didn't get any crazy questions. I mean, the only thing was like when I was at the combine, every single why aren't you running? Why aren't you doing any drills? You're not fast, you hurt, you know what I'm saying? They trying to, poke and prod at you, see if they
Yeah.
can get you to suit up or, trying to see if something's missing. But I already knew that was gonna happen, so I was well prepared for
Yeah,
it.
you're saying check tape. Like look at Georgia Southern. You got it right there. You got Washington State. Just go ahead and check tape. You're good. It's all you need's right there. Oh man, Ashton Jeanty. By the way, he protects the ball, and SAXX, will they protect your balls? Ashton, one more time. Your great partnership with SAXX, and I guess also how did Maxx Crosby choose you to work with the NIL?
Well, I think obviously, I don't know what his exact process was, but they definitely, in the same way he's a game changer in the NFL, they were looking for a guy that's really changing the game on the collegiate level. And I mean, there was obviously a lot of guys, changing the game, but I mean, I obviously felt like there wasn't, one that was changing the game more than I was. So I think that's how it went, got together.
Oh man, absolutely love that. Hey, appreciate the time here. Good luck in the upcoming draft. Ashton Jeanty, always a pleasure, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.